Green, which is always makes us feel relaxing and comfortable. In this topic of climate change, green will be an important factor in helping us understand and work with the urban heat. Climate change and urbanization are two important global issues, and the relationship between the two is getting closer. Climate change leads to extreme weather, the frequency and the intensity of climate events increase, which pose serious risk to the city. Urbanization is the main concentrated source of greenhouse gas emission, and it also affects urban biodiversity and ecosystem. Both of them contribute to urban heat. And what will urban heat to do our city? City where most buildings have air condition, when it get hot, we turn to the air condition. It means that had higher increase in electricity demand. Companies that supply the electricity rely on fossil fuel power to meet much of this demand, which leads to an increase in air pollution. The heat contributes to higher daytime temperature, reduce the nighttime cooling, so the heat-related death and illness come out frequently. When city get hotter, the water temperature increasing and it can affect water quality. According to the record, the Sydney mean daily maximum temperature in last year reached a record high at 24 degrees Celsius, and the temperature in Sydney reached 30 degrees Celsius or higher on 34 days. And the warmest day on January 31, it was 39.6 degrees Celsius. It's really, really hot. And there are some plans for the urban heat in Sydney now. The objective of the urban forest strategy is create more cold space for the public health to reduce the effect of urban heat. And the second one aims to set up a series of action to converse the flora and fauna with growing with the urban. The thirdly points out the Sydney contributing to green roof and warning in order to build a green and cold city. Next, let's take a look at how other cities around the world are deal with the urban heat. Hangzhou and Paris. Hangzhou is a city in eastern China, has been rapidly expanding its urbanization over the 30 years. In order to protect this area, the local government established Xixi National Wetland Park in 2005, and the park covered 2,800 acres and is the first urban wetland park in China. And this Xixi Wetland Park mainly consists of water area, up to 70% water area. By the research, urban wetland could decrease temperature by 1 to 4.1 degrees and increase the humidity from 12.6% to 24%. The water body can store more heat and reduce temperature change, and therefore this wetland can help city mitigate the urban heat. Paris, they have created more than 800 spaces from parks to swimming pools and museums, and all the location of the space connected by the co-workway. And one of the goals is that all residents should be able to work to co-space within 7 minutes. In addition, Paris has developed an app, Extrema. This app will send you the real-time notification and make the recommendation based on your location, and also provide navigation information about the calling center when you need. It also provides feedback from the usage, and they will help the developer track the change of urban heat in the city more accurately. And for the action of plan, first create nature or artificial urban wetlands, adjust the temperature of the city through the urban wetlands, and improve the humidity of the city, and make fully consider the proportion of water in urban wetland, and the way of vegetation distribution to better integrate into urban landscape. Second, design the application about the blue and green infrastructure that can provide green help to urban residential through the digital tours. Such measure can reduce unnecessary loss caused by extreme weather by this app. Thirdly, establish a basic framework for the urban heat management. The measure in this framework will include planning action, for example, set up a strategy of cooling building and reflective material, present the context of green infrastructure and land use, propose the standard of how to build green open space. When the urban area increases in size, the careful planning is needed and significant so that our city remain livable and comfortable.